Alright, so I just crawled out of bed, and when I sleep, man, I toss and turn, and it just makes the bed just explode. And so I kind of struggled a little bit and came over to the laptop, turned on the camera, and here I am. So I'm gonna make another video. Um, Somebody asked, well, why don't you have a really nice, backdrop and have a studio and stuff? I don't know. I know I can do it. I know I have the materials to do it. I know I have the wherewithal. It's like there's some weird disconnect where I can't seem to get myself a proper little, if not a bona fide studio, at least a good backdrop and things like that. And for some reason, there's some kind of weird disconnect. Like, I mean, I didn't even know if I wanted to make a video now, but I'm on this binge where I'm going to make a video every day until I don't. So what's this video going to be on? Gosh. Nothing? A video about nothing? No, I'm not that far off. Let's see. Alright, let's talk about seasons. uh, Seasonal aggravation, okay? Uh, there's a lot of people that get this thing called SADS, seasonal affective disorder, and basically is they're not getting enough sunlight and they get depressed. And I would say there's more disorders based on seasons that go on and beyond SADS. Like, let's start with spring, right? That's when the mosquitoes come out, right? The mosquitoes develop and they start biting you. That's when the flies get activated. And we're talking Washington here. Maybe there's worse or variants. Well, obviously in the southern district of the United States, you bet there's big biting insects and things like that. But at least for Washington, so spring hits. You got these insects that are hatching out, getting ready to bite you and bug you. Um, Wasps. The wasps here are nuts. They're carnivorous. The good thing is they eat spiders and whatnot. They grab little spiders and put them in their nest, but that just makes more wasps. So the critters, they activate. And so you go into the summer, right? And now you got the sun. It cooks everything. There's like a couple weeks in summer where it will absolutely fricassee uh, anything out there, from plants to painted wood to printed paper. It just cooks, you know what out of it. Fades it, fades ink. Um, you got some clothes on the clothesline, and it's a red color. Now it's a pink color because the sun faded. And it just cooks. And if things aren't protected properly, they'll die, right? Summer is when the wasps go nuts. They really hatch out and take over. At least where I'm at. I mean, I can't even. There's days in the summer when the wasps are so bad here. I can't even do anything outdoors. They just get up in your business and they try to. What they do is they buzz you like right in front of your face. That's a warning, and you keep proceeding and messing around. Then they'll ninja settle down on you and start to stinging the you know what out of you, right? At least they give a warning shot. Kind of. I don't know if that's true. I just don't go beyond that, that buzz phase. I get out of there. What else? So summer. Oh, I forgot to mention for the spring. There's usually like a flu outbreak. And you get sick, right? And don't forget ice and stuff. Like ice, even early in spring, there's ice and stuff to worry about. So we're kind of now in the summer now, and uh, um, things are getting cooked. Oh, glare from the sun, like the sun will appear on the horizon, and you know, sunset and sunrise. It'll come at a certain angle, and if you're driving, it'll hit you to where it's practically blinding, and it'll commence soft cooking you. All right. All right. So what else? Fall. Now I just entered fall here, and guess what? Fall does. It makes the leaves fall. There's falling leaves everywhere. The leaves that fall in the fall, they rot where they sit. So you'll have leaves falling on equipment or whatever, and then they'll commence to rotting, and that might screw up your equipment. If you have gutters on your buildings, leaves fall in there, and then they start rotting and clogging up the gutters. So when it does rain, um, the gutters don't work properly, and the water uh, gets to where it shouldn't go, and causes more issues with rotting and fungus and mycology. Uh, what else? Fall is when Halloween is. In my area, I've always put out some kind of goodies, but lately the trick or treaters, or lately I'm talking in the year lately, in the years lately, the trick or treaters have gone riled up. I'll put a little light out there so they get attracted, and then I go out there in the morning and the light's broken or the light's gone or the table's knocked over. It just makes me just not want to put anything out there, like um, and I've noticed too, like the trick or treaters are kind of disappearing. It's probably video games or parents scared of strangers putting poison or something, or fish hooks or razor blades, or you don't know what's in this free candy. It could be like 2-year-old candy or something, with fungus on it. And I guess maybe parents are going to these functions where everything's bona fide and they don't got to worry about that. Because, yeah, I mean, especially where I live, there's a lot of meth heads everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised if they put meth in the candy there. I mean, you never know. So anyway, what else? Yeah, I didn't talk about too much about holidays and stuff. They have their own problems. But that's coming up. Um, what else? Yeah, around here it rains randomly, and that just screws up whatever you have out there. The plants like it, but everything else gets screwed up from the rain. And then there'll be windstorms and stuff, or dust storms here. It's like a dust bowl actually. Certain times, the wheat farmers are plowing their fields, and the dust will kick up, and then some of that dust will seep into your house. Um, and then the worst of all seasons, I think, is the winter. That comes after fall. Um, I forgot. There's fire season in there somewhere. Depends on your region, but usually late summer. There's fire season. You gotta worry about that. Um, I'm originally from California. We had mudslide season after all the rains and stuff. Um, what else? So when winter hits, oh yeah, especially here in Washington, you're going to get really cold, and it's going to cost a lot of money to keep heated. And I'm not saying that to keep comfortably heated. I'm saying to keep to where the pipes don't freeze heated. That'll cost a lot of money if you use conventional heating and stuff. dabbling in other ways like solar heating and stuff, but then guess what? The snow comes down and blocks all your solar rays and whatever solar trials or whatever else you're trying to put together. Um, the best thing to do would be to make a bunch of hydrogen from cracking water during the summer. Make a bunch of hydrogen and then store it, and then using that hydrogen, maybe combine it with biogas or something, like a 50-50 cut, and then use that as a space heater or something during the winter. That's on and beyond my scope at this point. I'll tell you though, it aggravates me. I have all these ideas and I don't have the funding to do it. But I will eventually have the funding, but then I'll be too old and decrepit and lethargic to want to do them. So the way life is set, it's kind of like it's like you got all this potential, but simultaneously you're gonna be held back by situations. Enjoy. So anyway, what does it say? Winter, winter, chicken dinner. So winter you're gonna have ice and snow and cold. I haven't mentioned like varmints and things like mice and stuff trying to come in, or bugs, and yeah, just your internal combustion engines having issues because it's so cold starting up and stuff. It's just a mess. It's and I've been in this crazy old house that I bought. Oh, that's another story. Um, but I'll mention that maybe sometime later. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever run out of stories. It's just getting them out there in a way that appeals, you know. So what else? Yeah. So anyway, the whole year, it's no matter what season it is, there's gonna be something trying to cook you, bite you, freeze you, uh, hurt you, whatever. The environment is out to get you. So you gotta be um, remembering about this. I think in the future we'll all live in geodesic domes, and we won't have to worry about the ambient weather and stuff. Um, we'll live in these big bubble cities and things where we will have vicinity control of the conditions, the weather. Right now we are just totally exposed. Like you go outside, you go outside my front door. It is whatever the climate decides. I don't have any control over the temperature, the humidity, the anything. It's whatever the climate decides, and that's you go from a more or less controlled area to an uncontrolled area. Just I think you gotta do whatever you're doing. You know, you're doing your maybe you're employed out in the climate somewhere, and then you got to deal with all that. So there's a lot of improvements that could be done to where the outside is more human friendly. Because right now it's not human friendly except for on nice days. The rest of the time, um, whether it's the climate or some other biological or um, just random things like dust particles, uh, inorganic material, whatever. There's stuff out to just make your day not that great. So just be aware. As soon as you crawl out of that bed, you're on your way to just a whole world of aggravation. Just everywhere you go, there's gonna be some. You'll overdress. And then the weather will change. You'll get hot. You know, it's like what the heck, you know. You just jump out of bed, you crawl to your computer, try to make a video, and then you realize, I just want to crawl back in bed again. Alright, see ya.